I'll wait on some people to enter on into the room. As you guys come in the room, be sure to let me know how my audio is doing. So I'm going to go live on TikTok as well as YouTube. On today's episode, I'm going to talk about willpower and validation. So as you guys come in the room, let me know where you're viewing me from. Let me know how my audio is doing before I move forward into the message. As you guys come into the room, let me know how my audio is doing and let me know if you can hear me okay. Be sure to let me know where you're viewing me from and be sure to tell a friend that Shamel Miller is live. I would appreciate that. As you guys come into the room, let me know how my audio is doing. Let me know where you're viewing me from. Hi, hello, hi, how are you, Jakia? On today's live, I'm going to be talking about willpower and validation. So if that's what you want to hear, be sure to hit the thumbs up button and let me know where you're viewing me from on today. Also, be sure to follow me on all the platforms. You can follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Airbnb.com. Hi Elizabeth, how are you, honey? Today I'm talking about validation and willpower. So if that's content that you'd like to see, be sure to follow me and subscribe to all of my platforms. I would appreciate that. You can follow me on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all of that good stuff. Like I said, today I'm just going to get into it. So I want to talk about willpower. I want to start off with willpower. Okay. My story is amazing, and I want to testify on today as well. I'm not exactly sure what my YouTube is doing, but I'll move forward with the message just because I really want to get this out. So I'm going to talk about willpower, okay? In my particular neighborhood, in my particular city of Cincinnati, hello, as you guys come in the room on YouTube, be sure to let me know how my audio is doing. Give me a thumbs up and let me know. Hi, Christopher, can you hear me okay? Elizabeth, can you hear me okay on this platform? I think you can because you're staying on. So I'm going to talk about willpower. And thank you for hitting the like button. I appreciate that. Hi, Fat Boy, Chris. Hi, Mark. Hello. So I'm going to go into it, Alex. Hi, Alex. Hi. And Edno. Hello, everybody. I'm going to just go on and hop into willpower and validation. Okay, in my particular city, there's a lot of drugs going on. There's a wide epidemic in the city of Cincinnati with crime and drugs and everything like that. And today I was just drawn to talk about it because my story, you wouldn't believe me, okay? My drug of choice was marijuana, but I no longer smoke that, okay? Willpower, it takes a lot of willpower to be able to make up in your mind that you don't have to do things like that. Hello, hi everybody on YouTube. Hello. But I'm not against testifying and telling you guys my story because I believe that it'll change and it'll help a lot of people. Okay, and that's my mission. That's my goal. My goal is to help a lot of people hopefully come to sobriety. Okay. I have a successful business, and I've been in business for 6 years now. And I have a hell of a story to tell. Like, I don't look like where I came from, and I don't look like where I'm going either. I have a lot of connections, and I have a lot of resources, only by the grace of God, but I could have lost it all due to marijuana, okay? A lot of people ask me, how do I just put things down, and how do I choose to just walk away from things? And it's called willpower, okay? Me and my mom, we were talking about it today while we were going to the grocery store, and she said not a lot of people have the willpower to put substances down. Thank you for hitting the like button. I appreciate that, Jill. Thank you for everybody for joining me on. Thank you. But yes, it takes a lot of strength to have willpower. It takes a lot of discipline to have willpower. But if I can do it, anybody can. It's just a matter of changing your mindset and really looking at the bigger picture here. The bigger picture is, do you want to live? Do you want success? Or do you want to stay in the same predicament that you're in? Okay? And for me, as a health professional, my degree, I have a degree in medical assisting. Also, I have a degree in psychology. And for me, willpower comes easy. I have the ability to just put things down because I know that realistically it doesn't do your body well. Okay? All of these vices, they don't do your body well. Okay? And so I just want to talk about that on today's live. And if that's content that you love to see and hear, be sure to subscribe to my channel, because I will create a whole series talking about willpower and validation, because it all stems back to validation. Okay? We feel like, as humans, okay, because that's what we are a human being, we feel like that we need a friend, or we feel like we need advice to cope with the stresses in life. And like I said, I have a degree in medical assisting, and I went to school for psychology. I didn't graduate, but I do have a lot of knowledge and literature that I still refer to from those college courses. I've always had an ability to put vices down and have the willpower to stand alone. Even here right now, I'm alone. Okay, I'm sitting here at the park. I don't need validation. I don't need a friend to give me a high five. I don't need nothing like that. The only validation I need is God. Okay, and also it comes full circle as far as loving yourself. Okay, and when you actually truly love yourself, that's where the validation comes. Okay, you don't need an outside stimulus. You don't need an outside source. You don't need a friend to give you a high five. All you really need is a higher power, whatever you believe in, and self. It all starts with the self. What do you think about yourself? Okay? I don't know why God gave me this ability of being so strong. You know what I'm saying? I've overcome a lot, okay? So I understand why people do what they do. I understand why they do drugs and everything like that. But I'm here to attest, and I'm here to tell you that you don't need that, okay? It's good to get to a park, meditate. That's why I'm constantly saying my affirmations on my platforms. That's why I'm constantly stressing how much we need to get our heart rates up. That's why I'm constantly stressing to you guys the I am affirmations. They're very, very pivotal. They're very, very important in these times, okay? Like I said, you don't need validation from others. You don't necessarily need that. All you need to do is, make it up in your mind that you're okay, okay? Make it up in your mind that everything is all right, okay? And so that's what this live is particularly about. Hi, everybody. I'm sorry I'm not really paying attention to my TikTok. But, yeah, I just want to really stress that on here, how much validation and willpower are so much, they're connected and they're needed, okay? You don't need an outside drug. You don't need an outside stimulant. All you really need is happy birthday. Happy birthday. And hi, Nicholas. Hi, everybody who's celebrating a birthday. Thank you for that. But I'm not opposed to testifying and telling my story, because like I said, I've come a mighty long way, and I don't look like where I came from, but I could have lost it all due to drugs, and that's marijuana. You know, for me, it's marijuana, but I'm here to tell you that you don't need that stimulus. Okay, you can make it up in your mind that you want to put that substance down, and you can actually change. Okay, you don't need a meeting. You know, if that's what you need to do, then do that. Do whatever works for you. Okay, exercise is very important. Saying your I am affirmations is very important. Okay, you don't need a substance to cope with the stresses of life, because like I said, I have a huge story to tell, and I will open up on my platforms. I will open up on my channels, okay? I've overcome a lot of things as far as my business goes. I've been attacked in my business. I've been attacked in my family life. I've been attacked, in multiple situations, multiple stories I can give you, okay? Really, and I will open up. I will create a whole series talking about willpower and validation. You don't need a friend. All you need is Jesus or whoever you believe in. Whoever you believe in, okay? Um, like I said, I have a huge story to tell, and I will open up to you guys more on these lives. I'm ready to tell my story because I'm sick and tired of the drug epidemic in Cincinnati, Ohio. I've had enough. Enough is enough. I'm tired of it. And people say that, oh, I need to smoke a joint. And no, you don't. You don't need that crap. It's crap. It's crap. You don't need that mess. I don't want it. Don't need it. Don't want it. Okay? So I'm going to hang this one up. I'll go live back when I go home. Be sure to subscribe. Turn your notifications on because, like I said, I got more testimonies to come. And I have more to say. I just, I gotta. It's getting kind of packed at this park, and I'm about to head out. So remember that God loves you, and so do I. Peace, peace.
probably did, probably didn't. I don't care, man. I don't care. Can I see it?